Good afternoon. Welcome back to Columbus High Baseball. Got the Columbus High JV taking on Northside JV today. Had a whale of a ball game last night for the varsity club out at Hardaway. Covered by Georgia Alabama Sports. They did a great job with it. They'll be covering the game as well tomorrow at Brookstone. I was unaware that they were going to cover that game at Hardaway. I understand most of the folks caught it. Glad they did. Glad they're supporting Georgia Alabama Sports live. They are going to have the game tomorrow at Brookstone, and first pitch for that's going to be 4:30. Want to say thank you to the streaming sponsors: Kinetic, Credit Union, Houston Clinic, Vanguard 21, Aflac, Old Chicago Pizza, thanks for coming on board, Chick-fil-A, Global Staffing, Moe's Original Barbecue, Synovus, Houston Homes, Performance Fertilization, Sun Signs, Snap Fitness, where the Blue Devils get swole. Great weather today for a ball game. We'll have more information coming at you soon. Right now, it's time for first pitch. Curtis McElhaney on the mound. Ryan Miller behind the plate. That was right back at Curtis. Went off his glove. I believe he's okay. I think that was leather that I heard there, hopefully. But it's going to be a single there. Runner on first. So like I said, Curtis McElhaney, C4 on the mound. Ryan Miller behind the plate. Paxton Wyatt at first. Logan Patrick at second. First pitch in there for a strike. Got Lane Chesser at short. Nick Hatchell at third base. I'll come back to you in just a minute on the outfielders. They're a ways out there. Fouled off. Believe it's Mike Fox out in center. Will Seals in left. Curtis checks on the runner. 0-2 count. 0-0, no outs. Runner goes. Ground ball to third. Opportunity for Hatchell. He scoops it up, throws to first. Gets the out. First pitch from Curtis down. Runner on second now, one out. Ground ball to third, foul. Runner goes. Ground ball back to the mound. Great play by Curtis. Quick reaction there to get it right down by the ankles. He throws to first. They get the out. Runner over at third now. Two down. First pitch low. I don't think I'm going to be able to tell you the right fielder till he runs back in. I can't see him. Fouled over into Forest Avenue, neighbors. Swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. Called third strike. Ends the top half for Northside. I think we're coming to a decision on the right fielder. We think it's Andrew Furtick. It is. So Columbus coming up to bat. 0-0, bottom first. Like I was saying, great weather for today. Not expecting anything funny except the devil's dust in the air. I know everybody I know has dealt with it in one form or the other. I certainly have. So grab a Claritin, your favorite beverage of choice, and enjoy the rest of the game. Friday games. We'll get to the game last night here in a little bit, but Friday games around Region 1, Class 2A. Spencer and Shaw will face off. Carver and Sumter County. I should actually be a really good game. Columbus is going to travel to Kendrick, and I circled one there. Hardaway traveling to Jordan. Hardaway beat Jordan at Hardaway. So we'll see if Hardaway can return that favor. Should be a very interesting game. I'll be watching along on Game Changer on Friday. The Blue Devils will travel to Brookstone, like I said, tomorrow. And Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, easy to search on YouTube. We'll have that game, 4:30 start time. And then the Blue Devils go to Kendrick on Friday. No coverage for that one. Get into the standings real quick. Actually, we're just about done with warm-ups. I'll come back to it in just a little bit. Columbus going to send Mike Fox up first. He hits it hard, right at center fielder, Fisher Taft. He makes the play. Looks like both Fisher and Brody Taft are on the field together. Brody at second base, Fisher in center field. So hard hit ball, barrel, no reward. One out. Logan Patrick coming up. Ground ball foul. Logan was in the game last night. Played a little shortstop. Hard ground ball to first. Messed with the bag. I'm not sure that it actually got the bag or not, but it got by the first baseman. Logan lost a little bit of drip as he rounded first. Sliding mitt fell out. Pink leg guard comes off. He's going to send that over to the first base coach, Vinny Atkinson. Get the sliding mitt, lime green. He's going to put that on. So runner at second, one out. Ryan Miller. One ball, no strikes to Miller. One ball, one strike. Breaking ball fouled off. Another breaking ball. Fooled him. Swing and a miss. Miller goes down on strikes. Brings Evan Player to the plate. Player looks like he's completely healed now. Had a right thumb, throwing thumb injury. Sidelined him right before the season started. Glad to have him back. He's been rounding into form. One ball, one strike. Patrick goes on the pitch. He's in safe. It was a close play. Sliding mitt came in handy there. He got in safe. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be a balk. Tripped coming down the mound. So that's going to score Patrick. Columbus goes up 1-0. 2 balls, 1 strike to Player. Fly ball to right. Looks like it's headed out of play over into Forest Avenue. It is. Takes a big bounce. We'll send a freshman out there to get that $12 baseball. Way high. Runs the count full. I apologize. It looks like an adult's going to go out there. Nice of him. Flirted with his head, but he got under it. Players aboard on balls. Brings up Will Seals. One ball, no strike to Seals. Runner goes. He's caught. So back to the standings for Region 1, Class 2A. Columbus is 9-0, however, a ruling that has not officially gone into effect that I know of makes us 8-1. The no-hitter Columbus had against Shaw actually turned into a forfeit. So Columbus and Shaw are tied at 8-1. You've got Jordan right behind them at 7-2. Back to the action. Fly ball in the left. Seals under it. He makes the catch. So one down here for Columbus. McElhaney winds and delivers, fouled back out of play. Fly ball into center. Fox takes a step back, takes 5 steps forward, secures the catch, fires it back in. 2 down. Two down for Fisher Taft. Swing and a miss. Say hi to Maria and Scott Taft. I see them down there. Watching both the boys play today. In there for strike 2. Takes that one low, 1-2. Called strike 3. It's going to end the top half for Northside. Columbus leads 1-0. So, like I said, Jordan at 7-2, Hardaway at 5-3 now after Columbus defeated them 11-10 last night. Columbus got up 10-1, ended up winning 11-10. One of those games that makes you want to punch walls and throw things. But Columbus did pull out the win, so they are 2-0 against Hardaway this year. They don't have to face them again. So Hardaway 5-3, Spencer 4-5. Spencer's played, I believe, a couple extra. They've got a couple players there. Sumter County 5-8. They've played a couple extra, and they have a couple of players as well. Carver has a couple of really good players. One is an extremely good basketball standout. He can play some baseball too. Kendrick 0-12. So again, the important part is Columbus 9-0. The forfeit is going to put them back to 8-1. Shaw 7-2, but the forfeit from Columbus to Shaw puts them at 8-1. Getting back to the action, Will Seals back up. He didn't finish his at-bat. Carter Dixon was thrown out stealing. Takes ball 1. Takes ball 2 low. I keep waving at the Tafts, but they can't see me. I think there's too much devil's dust in the air. Shout out to Tommy Thompson. He told me Pine Mountain is just covered in it. Appreciate him. Hope to see him tomorrow night at Brookstone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now to Will Seals. Ball 4. Nick Hatchell now up. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Hard ground ball, second base. Taft scoops to the shortstop. Hatchell beat it out. He's safe on first. Fielder's choice. Paxton Wyatt up. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Swung in a high one, he goes down on strikes. Brings up Andrew Furtick. Check back to Hatchell on first. He's in there safe. Ball high. Back pick to first. Hatchell back in there. 1-1 to Furtick now. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Furtick goes down on strikes, ends the inning for Columbus. They lead 1-0. Scott and Maria finally waved at me up here. So hi to them. So anyway, we'll have to see what happens with our division here. See if I can pull up the games that are left, or at least the region games that are left around the area. For Columbus, they travel to Kendrick on Friday. And we just looked at the Friday games. But they travel to Kendrick on Friday. Their host, Jordan, I believe that's after spring break. Host Shaw, travel to Spencer. And then senior night is versus Sumter County. Shaw has Spencer, Hardaway. They travel to Columbus, travel to Kendrick, and they host Jordan. Jordan, who has played one more game, they play Hardaway on Friday night. They come to Columbus, host Carver, and go to Shaw. Shaw's a tough place to go play. Most of the places here in Columbus are fairly tough to get to, are fairly tough to travel to. And Hardaway's at Jordan, at Shaw. Have a doubleheader with Carver. Host Sumter County and host Spencer. Back to the action. Curtis fires ball 1. Shows bunt. Takes pitch low. 2 balls, no strikes. It's going to be a hit by a pitch there. Northside's going to have a runner at first. Brody Taft up. Old young gun center fielder. So is his little brother. Brody's caught about 487 hit balls that Michael Nottleman pitched. Check back to the runner at first. Nothing doing over there. Taft stands in. Plenty of power. Pretty dominant to the pull side. Shows bunt and bunts. A little high. They're never going to get him at first. Taft runs about a 2.860. Kid can fly. So what was a sac bunt goes for a base hit. Runners on first and second now. Coach Reed had a couple things to say about the way they handled that one. Runner goes. He's out. Great throw by Miller. Good work by Hatchell over there. Got him twice. Got him on the way in, and he slid past the base. Taft's going to be safe down on second, but they did secure one out. So one down, runner on second. Pitches in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitches down. Makes it 1-2. Miller was able to block that up and keep the runner from advancing. Ground ball, foul. Long fly ball to the left. That one hopped the wall. It's going to be a double and scores the runner from second. So Northside ties it up. Big swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 15 had delusions of grandeur there. Probably would have went a long way if he would have made contact. Ground ball foul. One ball, 2 strike runner on third now. Fights it off to stay alive. Awkward swing sent it right into the bricks. Dangerous situation with the on-deck batter, but stays alive. Another ground ball foul. Fly ball in the left. Seals is there. There were 2 outs. Weren't there? No, I guess there was 1 out. There was 1 out. Seals got it in quickly, kept the runner from scoring. He was trying to tag. No balls, 1 strike. Tripp and I talking about scoreboard operations because I was looking at the scoreboard going, there's 2 outs. He already put the out in right after it hit his mitt. One ball, 1 strike now. Hard hit ball. That's going to be trouble. Fox dives for it. It goes all the way to the wall. Seals comes over, retrieves it, sends it to Chesser. Northside hitter's going to be in sliding at third with a triple, scores 1. Strong effort there from Fox. Just got past his outstretched glove. Ground ball to first. Wyatt grabs it, gets to the base first. For the 3rd out. Ends the inning. Northside scores 2. They take the lead 2-1. Lane Chesser now up. Strike one in there. One ball, one strike. Chesser lines into right center. It's going to be down. Gets away from the right fielder a little bit, but Chesser's going to stick to first. Well hit ball, lands in for a single. Brings up Curtis McElhaney. Check back to Chesser at first. It was close. McElhaney squares the bunt, takes a pitch low, it gets away from the catcher, and Chesser is able to scamper down to second safely. Kurt takes strike one. Curtis fouls it off over to the Forest Avenue. Curtis looked like he was about to ask for time. Didn't get it. Pitch staying high, 2-2. No outs, runner on second, Chesser. Swing and a miss. Curtis goes down on strikes. One out. Return to the top of the order, Mike Fox. Balk is called. Chesser's going to get a free base. Fox takes high. One ball, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Northside pulls the infield. Corners pretty much in. Middle infielder's about halfway. Medium depth. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fox takes high. He's going to make his way down to first. First and third now for the Blue Devils. Logan Patrick coming to the plate. Pink straps on a mint green elbow guard, mint green sliding mitt. Pink leg guard, grounds back to the pitcher's mound. And they get the double play. Run doesn't count. And we go to the top of the fourth. Northside leading 2-1. Carter Dixon's going to take over behind the plate now. Pitched on the varsity team last night. Rest of the infield stays the same, including pitcher Curtis McElhaney. Outfield also the same. Weird shot off the bat. Kind of like playing pool and you don't catch the cue ball solid. It goes out of play. 0-1. In there for strike 2. Swing, got a piece of it. Just going to be a foul ball. And there's the swing and miss. Good looking swing for that player. But it did not make contact. He goes down on strikes. No balls, 1 strike. Foul ball into the Columbus dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Hard ground ball past third base. Seals over there quickly to cut it off. Going to hold him to a single. It was a job well done out there in left field. That ball had trouble written all over it, headed for the Columbus bullpen. One down. Mr. Fisher Taft up. Hard hit ball to left. Seals retreats. He gets it. Runner heads back to first. In safely. Barrel for Taft. Hard hit ball. No reward. Ball was well played by Seals out there in left. Two good plays for Seals. Curtis going to owe his left fielder an extra slice of pizza at lunch. Runner goes. Had him. Slipped out of the glove, though. So he's in there safe. Real nice throw from Carter Dixon. Right on the spot. Just fell out of the glove as Patrick applied the tag. Pitch gets away. Runner's going to go down to third. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on third, 2 outs. .50 pitches now for Curtis. Three balls, no strikes. Well played ball game to this point. Northside 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Columbus 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see what the Northside coaches have in store. Taking ball 4. Runner heads down to first. First and third, 2 outs. Brody Taft coming up. They put the first and third play in. We'll see what it is. Runner goes. Ball 1. Foul ball makes it 1 ball, 1 strike to Taft. Runners on second and third now. Still 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Long fly ball into left field. Seals retreats all the way to the warning track. Makes the catch. And ends the top half. Top of the 4th inning turned out to be the Will Seals show. They make it through. Northside leads 2-1. Back to the varsity schedule. Win at Hardaway last night, 11-10. At Brookstone tomorrow on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Friday, Kendrick. I believe it's Monday, Troop here. Varsity team goes to Glenwood the day after that. And they get about half a spring break off. Go to LaGrange. Host Jordan, host Shaw. And those are the 2 big region games left. Then we're at Spencer. And we host Sumter County. Miller gets hit by a pitch. He goes down to first. Evan Player comes up. Miller goes on what looked like a hit and run. They get him at second, and Player swung and missed. Oh, 2 now. Another hit by pitch, and looking back, hindsight's 2020. Miller would have got second for free on that one. But a runner on first, Players down to first on a hit by pitch. Brings Seals up. He takes strike 1. Fouled off sharply over to the first base side. Foul ball. Check on the runner at first. He's in safely. One ball, two strikes now to Seals. Two balls, two strikes. Off speed pitch misses. Three balls, two strikes. Swing and a miss from Seals. He goes down on strikes. Two outs now for the Blue Devils. Brings up Nick Hatchell, a.k.a. Sandwich. Check on player at first. He's back in safely. Hard ground ball. It's fair and trouble. Player holds up at second. Going to hold Hatchell to a single on that. Might have been able to squeeze two. But the ball ended up closer to third base, so they couldn't send player. Runners on first and second, two outs. Paxton Wyatt comes up. Drez Chambers in the run at second. First pitch high. Wyatt gets hit by a pitch. Couple of those this inning. What'd we do to you, Mr. Northside pitcher? Bases full of Devils. Drew Furtick up. First pitch to Furtick inside, ball one. Two balls, no strikes. Nowhere to put him. Chambers at third, Hatchell at second, Wyatt at first. Swing and a miss. Two balls, one strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Late time granted. Three balls, 2 strikes. Things are getting interesting. Full count, nowhere to put him. Swing and a miss. Ends the inning for Columbus. Northside leads 2-1. Ryan Miller is going to take over on the mound for the Blue Devils. Curtis McElhaney moves to second base. Logan Patrick over to short. Outfield stays the same. Chesser out of the game. Player behind the plate. Northside has some action going in the bullpen. They just lost one of the baseballs out in the right field. A little delay in play. They get that back in order. 1 ball, no strikes. Miller gets his sign, winds, delivers outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. 4 balls, no strikes. Runner at first looks jumpy. One ball, no strikes. Runner goes. Pitch is low. Runner's in there. Bonatep goes foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Another bunt foul. Hard ground ball up the middle. Goes off Patrick's heel of his glove. It's going to be an infield single. Runner went early. Miller fired home, strike 1. But the runner did take second. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Popped him up. Curtis calls everybody off, makes the catch. Runner at third does a little fakey fake. He doesn't go. 1 down. Popped out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Infield in for Columbus. Runners on second and third. Northside leads 2-1. Second base runner was halfway. Hard ground ball to left field. That's going to score 2. So Northside now leads 4-1. Runner goes. The return to the pitcher gets away. Runner's going to end up third. In there for strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. 2 runs are in on 1 hit. Ball 4. Runner went early. I called a balk on the pitcher, Ryan Miller. Another run's going to score. It's going to be a hit by a pitch. Send that runner down to first. First and second now, 1 out. Three balls, 1 strike now. Runners on first and second. Still one out. Fish Taft up. And there for strike 2. Ground ball, short. Patrick with it, up and throws to first. They get Fisher, but he moves the runners over. One ball, one strike. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Called on the inside corner, strike 3. About half the field knew it was the third out. Northside scored 3 there. They lead 5-1 now, going into the bottom of the 5th. I see Kent Evans over there spying on the Blue Devils, walking his dog. Good to see him. Glad to see Cade playing well. I see you, Kent. Quit looking. 2 balls, no strikes to Lane Chesser. Blue Devils need base runners. Real nice take there. High and outside. Tempting pitch. Ball 4. Chester's aboard. We see you out there, Kent. Fielder's choice. McElhaney makes it safely to first. Now Kent and Scott are over there colluding. All these young gun folks. Colluding against the Blue Devils. Back to the action, Mike Fox steps in. Fouls it back into the netting. Say hi to Tony Pierce. Columbus Young Guns. If you need a travel ball coach, look him up. Strike to Mike Fox makes it 0-2. Patrick flies into shallow right. Right fielder comes in. He makes the grab. Ends the inning for the Blue Devils. Back to the action over there and the visitors' bleachers. Evans has both his dogs, Scott and Maria Taft, talking shop. Trying to get inside tips on the Blue Devils. Miller's going to head back out for his second inning of action. That's Brody Taft coming up to bat. Scott Maria's son. Punt gets down. Miller fields it, throws to first, unable to secure the grab. Taft's going to be aboard with an infield single. Swing and a miss, runner went. He's in safely. Ball one high. Like I said earlier, Brody Taft's got plenty of speed. Wouldn't surprise me if he's on his way to third base soon. Ball two. Three balls, no strikes now. Swing and a miss, makes it 3-2. Three-two pitch on the way is high. Taft goes. He's in safely to third. Runner's going to head to first on a walk. No outs. Runners on first and third. Player calls the play. Chesser back out for the Blue Devils on short. Foul, straight back, runner was going. He'll have to return to first. Runner goes. Pitch misses, 1-1. Runners in safely. Two balls, no strikes. Runners on second and third, no outs. Hard ground ball to second base. Curtis knocks it down, but it gets just by him. They throw to second. Runner was going there. They got him in a pickle. Sent him back to first. Northside gets a run. Runner goes in safely. Three balls, no strikes. Hard hit ball into center is going to score two. Runner takes second on the throw. Blew it over the cutoff men. Eight to 1 now. Coach Gardner makes the Kinetic Credit Union smart steps call to the bullpen. Derez Chambers comes in. Look at the rankings that are actually somewhat outdated. I saw that they just posted some different rankings that moved Columbus down to 9th, and in 10th they had Sean Jordan. Smith Station actually jumped up into the rankings. They've been playing well, beat us. Dimensions here at Randy Jordan Field. 365 to center. 330 where the wall meets the impeding wall out in right field. 225 to the foul pole. We call that China around the foul pole, but not over the actual fence. 310, 312 out to left field, but left field features the big blue monster, the 18-footer, 20-foot wall, so somewhere in there. Back to the action. Chambers pitching now. Delivered ball one. Runner took third. Pitch foul back into the Forest Avenue neighbors. Northside leading 8-1 now. Two balls, one strike. Good ball game was brewing. Hard hit ball to short. Chesser with it. Throws to first. They get the out there. Z. Fagan's in. Good to see him back. I think he twisted an ankle. He was out for a couple of weeks. Good to see him back out there. One ball, two strikes. Swing and a miss there. Chambers gets the strikeout. Two down now. Northside still leads. 9-1. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Definitely a good ball game till the fifth inning. Northside scored 3. They put up 4 here in the sixth inning. No balls, 2 strikes now for Chambers. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Foul ball. Bounce towards the Columbus dugout. Pop fly. Patrick goes back on it, makes the play. Northside scores 4 on 2 more hits. Go to the bottom of 6. Northside leading 9-1. Ryan Miller comes to the plate. He's hit by a pitch. He heads to first. Player gets a hold of one, but it goes foul. Long strike. Gets a hold of that one too. Way back to the warning track. Northside makes the catch. 1 down. Brings up Will Seals. I believe it was the 4th inning where Seals made all 3 outs, I think, plus a great cutoff that held a runner to a single. 1 ball, 1 strike to him now. Miller goes. He's in there safe. 2 balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Seals. Three balls, 2 strikes now. Counts full. Ground ball, left side, third base. Charges it. Throws to first, Seals safe-o there. First and third now for the Blue Devils. Nick Hatchell at the plate. Takes the first pitch inside. One ball, 1 strike. Popped him up. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Seals take second. Ground ball to third. They're coming home. Runners get mixed up. Ball gets by third base. Miller's going to score. Seals headed back to second. He's safe. Blue Devils scored a run. Got a pitching change. Northside's pitcher was up to 89. Sub-varsity rule is 90 pitches. Runners on first and second for the Blue Devils. Z Fagans comes up to plate. One ball, one strike to him. Two balls, two strikes. Three balls, two strikes. Fagans flies to right. Right fielder makes the catch. And Seal's going to be doubled off. Game's going to be called for time. Northside takes this one 9-2. Congrats to them. Make sure you follow Georgia Alabama Sports live for the game tomorrow's 4:30 start time at Brookstone. And Friday, Varsity Club goes to Kendrick. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank our sponsors, Aflac, Houston Clinic, Kinetic Credit Union, Chick-fil-A, Global Staffing, Houston Homes, Synovus, and Vanguard 21. Look forward to the next stream here. Not sure when that'll be, but we'll get something out. Thanks again for watching. Go Blue Devils.